Hello folks, this is Sula speaking. You're listening to another video for Teamfight Tactics. In this game we're going to be looking at a rapid fire team comp. This is going to be the rare game where we actually get a chance to play 6 rapid fire, whereas I'm going to call this the Rapidfirest team, something along those lines. I'll come up with the exact title later. Alright, first things to note here at the start of the game is that this is going to be an Urgot encounter, which means that it is a Scuttle Puddle lobby, and that means crazy high loot. I've been trying to identify in some of these games I've been recording which ones are high loot games versus as opposed to games that are kind of normal teamfight tactics games, because they do play out a bit differently, and you do have to approach them somewhat differently. It's actually one of the things that I think I maybe didn't do as good of a job of in this game as I maybe could have, but that's something that we're going to cover more as this game goes along. Okay, I start out with a Jinx and then get an Aphelios drop from the first minion round. So that immediately has me thinking, well, maybe something with rapid fire champions right out of the gate here, just because of that. And I'll go ahead and put them both on the board, and then I'll just buy up the board. I don't think that I want the Pentakill Olaf, just because I don't really have a Pentakill set up here, and there's no synergy between playing Pentakill and playing rapid fire units, which is kind of what else I have here. Whereas there is actually some synergy with the Taric, because there is that team composition that plays just rapid fire units plus Guardian units, and that's actually the direction I'm going to end up going in this particular game. If I sold everything, I still would not get to 10 gold here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I would still be at 9 gold if I sold everything on my bench. So we'll just not look to hit the Scuttle Puddle income breakpoint on this particular round, and see what we get going into the next one. Someone is apparently playing the 1 unit on their board, which is why this takes forever. And then I get a 2-star Jinx, so I can play that. I actually have a rapid fire Jinx in my store, and I think in retrospect I might have grabbed this if I had known what I was going to end up playing and just played this for the early game, but this still ends up working quite well. And I would like to try to sell to get up to 10 gold, but we'll see if I'm able to get enough econ for that. Not sure if I'm going to end up with that much or not, but we'll just have to wait and see. Remember, it's a Scuttle Puddle lobby, so every single crab drops an additional point of loot. I don't need the Seraphine, though. So, okay, I am still able to get to 10 gold. And that's always what you're kind of hoping for, is at least to get to 10 gold. You can just, like, play nothing and get to 20 gold. But I feel better, like, actually having a board and being at 10 gold here. And then, yeah, let's see what we get for our initial augment here. The initial Scuttle ones. Yes, somebody's playing 1 cannon, which... Oh, actually, this player's AFK. Never mind. It's not someone deliberately playing 1 unit. They're just AFK. Now, Spoils of War 3 is a possibility here, because I think my board is strong enough that I'll be able to win streak. But, Tactician's Kitchen. Gain a random emblem after 6 combats, gain a Tactician's Crown. I get a rapid fire emblem, and as soon as I see that, I was like, oh, okay. You know, I already have a rapid fire start to begin with here. And then I just get a rapid fire emblem, and I'm also going to get a Tactician's Crown at the start of stage 3. That sounds fantastic. Now, I don't really have someone to put the rapid fire emblem on right now, but I can just stuff it on, like, I guess the Taric, for lack of anything better. But, I mean, what this means is it's going to be really easy to play. It's going to be easy to play 6 rapid fire, 6 guardians. That's what we're going to work towards in this game. 6 rapid fire, 6 guardians. Normally, in a normal game, if you're going to play the rapid fire plus guardian setup, you can play 6 guardians or 6 rapid fire, but you can't play both of them. And normally you want to play the 6 guardians, because 6 rapid fire is kind of overkill, to be honest. Normally you wouldn't want that, because it's just like you don't need that much rapid fire, and you usually have to play like some bad units that you wouldn't necessarily want to play. Like, you don't really want to be playing Jinx in the late game unless you've like 3-starred her and you're playing a punk board. You don't really want to be playing Aphelios unless you're running like a Heartsteel board or something. This is better, by the way. I get the early Nico there, so I can look to play her. And I guess I was holding on to the Cassante because, number one, it didn't cost me any income, and then number two, there is the possibility to run Heartsteel here. Like, if I would get like an early set, I could like put set on the board with the Cassante, something like that, and run Heartsteel for a little while. But I believe I ended up just not seeing Heartsteel champ, so I ended up selling that. But anyway, to go back to my point from before, yeah, you usually don't, like, it's just almost never worthwhile to play 6 rapid fire, because the cheaper units like the Jinx and the Aphelios are just not good in the late game unless you're playing like specifically a punk board, which is not what I'm running here. And if you just play 4 Guardians, you kind of don't have enough front line. But if I have the emblem, and I'm going to have +1 team size because I'm going to get a Tactician's Crown at the beginning of stage 3. Like that just makes it much easier to do this because I basically get like 2 rapid fires for free between the Tactician's Crown plus the emblem here. So that makes this much more viable, and that's the direction I'm going to be going for. Now, this makes the game very, very easy in terms of how we build the team. We basically just grab Guardians, and we basically just grab rapid fire units, and then we'll try to get a 2-star version of whatever we can hit there. So it could be, in terms of our headliner, like we could try to hit a headliner Caitlyn, we could try to hit a headliner Thresh, either one would be okay, but the headliner has to be either a Guardian headliner or a rapid fire headliner. It's got to be one or the other. So like if it's Caitlyn and it's 8-bit trait that gets doubled, I probably don't want that, because that would then force me to play an extra unit to get the 6 rapid fire. So I want either Guardian to be the doubled trait, or I want Rapid Fire to be the doubled trait. And like that's what I'm going for here. Now again, this is going to be a very high loot lobby because we have the Scuttle Puddle, which drops insane amounts of loot. And in addition to that, we also had Prismatic for our first augment. So some people are going to be playing very strong boards, and this is the board that bothers me. This is the board I'm most concerned about. Yixin here. This person has an insanely strong board, and they have Heartsteel in, and they took Birthday Present, and they're win streaking. Like, what the heck? This is like the most insane econ board I've seen in a while. They have to be just hitting out of their mind in this game because they're not weak economically. They had 10 gold. They were already level 5. They're running Heartsteel, and they have Birthday Present, no, it's not Birthday Present. It's the one that gives you a Prismatic Orb on the next minion round. So they actually haven't even gotten anything out of their Prismatic Augment yet. They're going to get some crazy loot drop on the next minion round. And they also have Heartsteel income, and they have a board that's win streaking. I was like, what the heck? This is ridiculous. I do not want this. I really need someone to beat that board, but I was not able to beat that board because it had like 3 2-star units already and was level 5. Crazy. That board is just like scaling up to a ridiculous extent. Now, this is a good round for me here, or a good carousel for me, because I was able to get a Pantheon to put Punk Trade in, and I want to use I might as well use the Punk rerolls. I'm going to be playing Jinx, I'm going to be playing Pantheon, I might as well use the Punk rerolls, so I can put that in and start stacking up Punk Trait. And then in addition to that, I was also able to make the item I'm most interested in making, which is Kraken Slayer. So again, the plan is to play into 6 rapid fire eventually. 6 rapid fire gives crazy amounts of attack speed. If you're new to this set and somehow haven't seen this previously, rapid fire is a trait that gives stacking attack speed. Rapid fire units get additional attack speed every single time they attack. I believe at rapid fire 2, which is what I have in right now, I think it's 5% additional attack. No, it's 4% additional attack speed per auto, something like that. So they get additional attack speed every single time they attack, and I think it's 4% attack speed per auto. Then at 4 rapid fire, that goes up to 9% attack speed per auto. And then at rapid fire 6, it's 16% per auto. But the whole point is, rapid fire is going to stack up like crazy amounts of attack speed for these units. So they don't need things that are going to give them additional attack speed. Like, and by the way, oh, I get the early Caitlyn. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. I get the early Kate. Okay, so we will go ahead and look to play the 4 rapid fire here because I have the early Caitlyn, which is a huge break at 2% odds to get that. And then I'll look to go back up to the 4 Guardians after that. I had dropped down to the 4 Guardians. Had gone to the 4 Guardians earlier and just played 2 rapid fire. But if I have the Kate, I want to play the Kate. I want to play the Jinx. And I think that this is the best board that I can put together right now. Alright, so we'll just add more Guardians as we level up. But anyway, long story short, I'm getting lots and lots of attack speed from the rapid fire trait. So I don't need like a Rage Blade. I really don't. It's just kind of wasted. It would have been better with the old Rage Blade that stacked up per auto attack, but the new Rage Blade scales up over time duration, not actual auto attacks fired. So Rage Blade is just kind of a waste on this board. I really don't need it. What I do want is that Kraken Slayer, because the Kraken Slayer functions like the old Rage Blade. It gives extra AD on each auto attack every time your board auto attack. And by the way, now I get a 2-star Nico, so I'll put that on the board over the Taric. I'm definitely hitting some champs here. And we might as well use our Punk reroll. There we go. Didn't hit anything with it. So yeah, I am going to get additional AD every single time that a rapid fire unit auto attacks, and they're going to get crazy amounts of attack speed from their trait innately. So I would like to make a couple of these Kraken Slayers. The effects are not that obvious right now, but if I can get up to the 6 rapid fire, and I should be able to get there long term, if I can get up to the 6 rapid fire, the amount of damage they do is going to just be absolutely insane. So like you can see there's a rod there and there's a bow, and like the natural instinct would be, oh, let's make a rage blade with that. You got an all physical auto attacking team composition, but no, I don't want the rage blade. It's not actually going to be useful here. So I'm going to hold that and maybe try to reforge it or do something with it, because I really do not want that. Oh yeah, these rounds are also taking forever because we still have the one AFK player who is not here. And normally they would just like die to the Scuttle Crabs, but this is the Scuttle Puddle lobby, so instead of dying to the minions, they just take forever to kill them. All right, we get our Tactician's Crown, so that's cool. So now we get to play another unit, and then when we level up to level 6, we'll put in the we'll put in the Cannon, and then we'll be up to 4 Rapid Fire, 4 Guardians, which should be really strong for this stage of the game. So things are coming along super nicely. I'm very happy with how things are running. And again, we're just going to try to econ up to level 8, and then we'll try to start putting our 6 rapid fire, 6 guardian board together. But this should be strong enough to beat a lot of the boards right now. All right, so again, if you look at Caitlyn on the interface, every time she auto attacks, the Kraken Slayer goes up by 3 AD. So the more she auto attacks, the faster the rapid fire stacks up, and the faster the Kraken Slayer stacks up. So we're a monster scaling teams here in terms of how these fights play out. The longer the fights go on, the more the Kraken Slayer stacks up, the more the rapid fire stacks up. We just get stronger and stronger and stronger as the fights go on. There's actually the opportunity to get another emblem here, but I thought that was maybe a little risky. The odds that I can get, I'm really not playing very many traits here, so the odds are high that this would do nothing for me. And like backup does nothing for me. Your team gains 12% attack speed. Like that doesn't do anything for me. I already have more attack speed than I'll know what to do with. So I just take the extra gold to accelerate my income, my economy a little bit. So I'll just take the extra gold here. And by the way, I still don't have a headliner. One of the little oddities here, I still don't have a headliner. I've been looking for either a Guardian headliner or a Rapid Fire headliner the whole game. I had that Jinx Rapid Fire headliner on like the second minion round, but that was before I knew which team comp I was going to be playing. And I have not seen either one of them pop in here. So there was a case to be made, just like grab this Garen, this 8-bit Garen here, and just like play him with the Kate. But I decided, I was like, I mean, do I want to spend 6 gold on that? It doesn't really fit my board. I'll just pass on it for the time being. So I continue to run with no headliner, which I want to be clear, I don't like doing, but I just haven't seen anything that would really fit my board. And honestly, I'm winning most of these rounds anyway, so it's not like I'm bleeding out health by being too picky here on the headliner. So yeah, I'm still happy. The one thing I don't like is that other board that the last board I lost to, Yixin over there, still has not lost a round yet on that board that's just playing like hyper scaling. So I'm continue to be concerned about that one board that's just going to have an absolutely insane amount of econ in this lobby. Yeah, they're level 7 at this point. I'm like, okay, they're level 7. That's not what I'm looking for. So, great. And they actually just took late game specialist. Look at this. They just took late game specialist. And they're running Heartsteel, and they're level 7. Excuse me. And they already have really good items for like a future. I'm assuming they're going to a Heartsteel board. They already have really good items for like a future Ezreal. So I was like, Jesus, I really hope somebody can beat this board. But like they're level 7 with 2-star Cassante, 2-star Set, 2-star Nard, 2-star Corki, 2-star MF. I was like, how have they been hitting all this stuff? And this is one of the times, and now I'm up against this board, and I was like, oh, I really, really would like to beat this board so I can just stop them win streaking here. They have late game specialists. That means that when they get to level 9, they're going to get 33 gold, and they'll be able to go from level 9 almost straight to level 10. I was like, I really don't want to see this. Oh, but the Kate kind of spread out her damage, and it's a really nice polymorph from the Lulu. They had 2-star Lulu as well. Like, what is with this board? How are they hitting this? How have they 2-starred everything? So this board is just absolutely hitting out of its mind, because my board was really strong there, and I still can't beat them. But like, what was it? 2-star Set, 2-star MF, 2-star Corki, 2-star Lulu. I was just like, what the heck? 2-star Nar? How have they 2-starred their whole board and they're level 7, 30 gold? Like, I don't even understand what's going on here. Either they're high rolling out of their mind, or they got something from that prismatic pipeline that just gave them I don't know, tons of gold to roll with or something like that. I have no idea what happened. And again, I really wish we had true replays. I'd love to go back and watch and see what this player was doing just to be in that position. But nope, we don't have replays, so it is what it is. But yeah, their board is just like high rolling out of their mind. All right, well, I'm last pick, but I'm able to get something I'm pretty happy with. I'm going to get another cloak, and I'm going to make another Kraken Slayer. It's a really, really good item for me because, as I've mentioned, I get so much attack speed. I am very content to do this, and I'll just keep grabbing extra Jinxes. I also get this Guardian Pantheon. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take that for right now. I'll just play this and then assume that I'm going to sell this, so I'll just hold some extra Pantheons on my bench here. But, like, why not? That's going to be better than what I've got. So we'll move the Kraken Slayer over to Jinx. She uses it better than the Aphelios does. And I should move my Sunfire Cape over from the Nico to the Pantheon. But I think I ran out of time to do that in this fight. So, yeah, now we've got double Kraken Slayers on our 4 Rapidfire board. So right now with 4 Rapidfire, it's 9% additional attack speed every time my units auto-attack. And again, the Kraken Slayers mean 3% more AD on every auto-attack. So they're already at the point where like both Jinx and Caitlyn have like the equivalent of a Deathblade. Actually more than that. I think Deathblade's around 50 AD, something like that. So by the end of these fights, they're getting up to like 70 stacks already. And again, if we can get up to 6 Rapidfire, that attack speed's going to basically double. It'll go from 9% per attack up to 16% per attack, which is wild. 16% attack speed every single time they auto attack. So I'm content to do that. Now if I can just get a glove, I really would like to get a glove so I can get Infinity Edge on at least one of these units so that the damage can crit. And then long term we have to find Lucian is the thing. But I actually can play 6 Rapidfire even without Lucian if I get a Rapidfire headliner. So that's like the goal is to be able to play that because I have the +1 Rapidfire from the emblem. If I can also get a Rapidfire headliner, then I don't even have to find Lucian to play the 6 Rapidfire, which will just be ridiculous with my board here. So yeah, I mean every single board other than that one player, the Yixin, I have been able to win here. And again, it's unfortunate I hit them right in the middle of the stage to interrupt my win streak. But yeah, look at this board. It's just no one seems to be able to do anything about this board. It's just so freaking strong because every unit is 2-starred. It's like they're playing a max econ game and every unit's 2-starred as well. So I don't even know what's going on, except that that board is like insanely rich and insanely strong at the same time. All right, so there's my replacement Pantheon. I already have the replacement Pantheon ready to go. And I'm just continuing to use my Punk rerolls each round to try and scale up on these. I might as well pick up the Nico. It's early enough in the game I might be able to hit Nico 3-star. You never know. I'm not really expecting that, and I'm not going to stay on level 7 to reroll for 3-cost units, but you never know. It's early enough in the game that I might be able to hit 9 Nikos. As I said, I already have the Pantheon ready to go to sell the Pantheon and replace. And it looks like we're probably going to go for a level 8 roll down. Oh my god, look at all this gold. I was going to say a level 8 roll down on 4-5, but now it looks like we can do 4-2 pretty easily because we got so much money there. And look, I got a tier and a glove. This is perfect. Spear of Shojin, Infinity Edge, and or do I do a Last Whisper instead? I'm trying to remember. I think that I do the Infinity Edge here. I think IE is more important than Last Whisper with this particular setup here. All right, so we'll put the Amumu on the board. That gets us 6 Guardian. Now our front line is absolutely ridiculous. There's an Alawi, but that's no good. Why couldn't you have been Lucian instead? All right, did I make the Last Whisper here or did I make the Infinity Edge? I'm trying to remember. I think Infinity Edge is more important to make here, but I can't remember. I also wouldn't mind saving this bow for yet another Kraken Slayer, which I don't think would be bad here. So did I end up making this here? Okay, I did make the IE. I'm pretty happy with Caitlyn's items here. The Shojin causes her to cast faster, and then the IE allows her ult to crit. So I'm pretty content with that. And yeah, so unfortunately Kate's going to get hit by the Akali. Oh, do I end up losing this round because I let myself get Akali'd in this fight? I think that I end up losing this fight because I let myself get Akali'd in this fight, which is really silly. I shouldn't have allowed that to happen. I think I just needed to put the Kate in the middle, and I win this round pretty easily. Can we kill the Akali? Okay, we got the Akali. And okay, never mind. I guess we won this fight anyway. Okay. I thought that I lost that fight because Akali took out the Kate immediately, but it looks like I still won that fight anyway. All right, time for our last augment. I was like, I don't think it's big grab bag, but I don't really like any of these other ones. I'll at least check to see. And oh, ramping rhythm. Rapid Fire champs start combat with 3 stacks already. And they can now stack up to 30 times. Normally, and I need to sell my Pantheon Headliner. I think I forgot for a second. I still have the Pantheon Headliner in here. But now, normally Rapidfire can only stack up to 10 times. Now it can stack up to 30 times. And my units are going to get as much as 16% attack speed every time. Did I forget to sell the Pantheon here? I really need to get that Pantheon out. I'll go ahead and put the Rod on Senna. She's the one unit that does magic damage. I think I stopped here because I was running out of time for me to put my board together. Oh, and I'll put the Rapidfire emblem on Yorick. So most of the Guardian units are just pure tanks, but Yorick actually is like a legit damage dealer in his own right. Yorick is like half tank, half DPS unit. So he can actually use the Rapidfire emblem pretty well. If I could somehow get +1 range on him, it would actually be amazing. Like if I could get like a rapid fire cannon or something on him, so he could sit in the back row and just hit away with his with his rapid fire emblem, that would be pretty incredible. But no. Alrighty. So wait, did I look to level 9 this? Actually, I'm trying to remember. Well, the good news is that person Yixin finally did lose a round. I'm trying to remember. Did I just rush to level 9 with my board here? Oh, I guess I did. I guess I did decide that I had enough health and my board strength was strong enough. I just rushed to level 9 here. So Pantheon will stay in until we get to level 9. And then on level 9, we'll have better odds. We have 2% odds to hit a 5-cost headliner on level 9. But more realistically, we'll go for a 4-cost headliner. But we'll be able to fill out our board with Lucian and hopefully Lucian and Thresh and more Yoriks and more Caitlyn's there. Trying to hit the 4 and 5 cost units to put this board together. So yeah, we're actually on a 4-match winning streak here. And this board looks pretty strong because they already have the Twisted Fate. And for some reason, Karthus on the board. Don't really see Karthus on boards that have, disco boards very often. So I'm not quite sure how Karthus ended up on this board. But it seems to be relatively strong. Unfortunately, though, the Karthus ult too strong takes out my backline. So my comp is very strong. Yeah, it's actually a good example here. My comp's very strong in a front-to-back team fight. But those rapid-fire units are vulnerable if someone has backline access. So we saw the fight where Akali jumped in the backline and killed Caitlyn. Karthus, of course, also can hit the backline. There's a couple other champs. If I'm up against like an edgelord team, that would be bad. I don't want to see anyone diving on the backline to kill my units. But, yeah. So Karthus takes out a lot of my carries. By the way, there's a Lucian here. I would definitely take this Lucian if the Lucian's here. Is it still going to be there? Well, it looks like it is. So, yeah, we'll just take the Lucian. Works for me. I don't have a great use for this tier, but Senna can probably do something with it. I don't think it's going to be bad on Senna. And yeah, she could do like a Shojin, or in a worst case scenario, an Archangel staff wouldn't be terrible on her. But now we get to play Lucian. We can ditch the Aphelios for right now and play Lucian, who's like way better. And I'll move some of these items. Yeah, I'll move the Jinx items over to the Lucian right now. Even though Jinx does have Punk Trait and has scaled up on Punk Trait, I think Lucian's still better. Okay, and yep, we're actually on 8 Jinxes, so I might be able to hit 3-star Jinx, who's going to be pretty effective. I'm not playing deeply into Punk Trait, but 6 Rapid-Fire Jinx should be, 3-star Jinx and a 6 Rapid-Fire board should be pretty effective, even if I'm not particularly playing into Punk Trait. She has been getting at least the minimal additional stats from 1 Punk reroll each round, so yeah, should be pretty decent. Like I said, I think my board's in pretty good shape here. I've lost a couple of rounds, but I still have 72 health, and I think I'm still in really good shape here. I'm going to be level 9 early on stage 5, so I should have some time there, and my board's looking pretty good, and we'll just keep going. So we've got another minion round coming. Oh, no, I have one more round before the minion round comes up, and I am just waiting to see what I'm going to get. Basically just basically waiting for another Yorick. Oh my god, well, just hit. Okay, I'm basically waiting to get to level 9, and then we'll have to wait and see what we can put together. Again, the amount of gold that we're getting in this lobby is pretty ridiculous. And I will say this, I'm not trying to like tip my... Oh, by the way, this person's on 8 Ezreals. Oh, this is what I was tracking right now. So this is the person who did the big Heartsteel loss streak. They're on 8 Ezreals, but they're also on 2 HP. I'm like, oh, please let this person be out of the lobby. Because if they get to the next minion round, the odds are pretty good that they'll be able to find that last Ezreal. But they have to get through one more round before then. And so I think I actually end up watching that fight because I really don't want this person to get their 9th Ezreal and have Ezreal 3-star. I actually have a ghost round here. So it's a little bit of a weird lobby between this person lost streaking so egregiously and then that other person being AFK the whole time. All right, Karthus kills the Ezreal. Boom, out of the lobby. No crazy cash out for you. No 3-star Ezreal in this particular game. So that's good news. At least we don't have to worry about that. So, okay. One headache that we don't have to worry about. And I'll just go ahead and do the Pantheon replacement right now while I'm thinking about it. So we have 5 Guardian, 5 Rapidfire right now. So what happens is when we level to level 9, we put in 1 more unit. We get +1 to one of the traits. Again, we find either a Guardian Headliner or a Rapidfire Headliner. And then we put in another copy of whatever trait that we're missing. I really would like a Rapidfire Headliner, but we'll just have to wait and see what we get, and we can go from there. We can work around whatever we might happen to be missing. All right, so level 9. Let's go ahead and see what we can find here. So Aphelios goes in for 6 Rapid Fire. For the moment, we might have to shift that around depending on what we hit. Not seeing a lot so far, but Rapid Fire Caitlyn. There we go. There's the Rapid Fire Caitlyn. So now I have 7 Rapid Fires, so one of them has to come out. One of them has to come out, and I believe it's going to be the Aphelios who comes out. And now I found Thresh. So now Thresh goes in, and there we go. 6 Guardians, 6 Rapid Fire. Let's go. I'll put these items back on the Caitlyn. So we're going to have Kate's items, Infinity Edge, Kraken Slayer, and the Shojin. Lucian picks up the, whatchamacallit, Last Whisper, because he's very good at applying the Last Whisper. And I can actually do another Kraken Slayer here as well. I was like, okay, let's just do this. I'm quite happy with this. That said, I think I made a really big mistake there. I sold the extra Caitlyn, and there was no reason to do that. There's no reason to sell Kate. This is something I really wanted to emphasize here when I went back and cast this video. This is a high loot lobby. Remember, this is an extreme high loot lobby. So every board's going to cap out higher than it might cap out otherwise in these games. And look how much health there is still in the lobby. I kind of felt like the game was about to end. As by the way, I hit Jinx 3-star. So I'll move the Kraken Slayer back over to the Jinx because I have Jinx 3-star now. But like, look at the health in the lobby. I kind of thought that like this game was almost over because like, look at the boards that we're playing. It feels like the game is almost over, but it's actually the beginning of stage 5. There's somebody with 83 health. There's someone with 72 health. I just like misread this because like everybody had boards that were like level 9 already, but that's because it was such an insane econ heavy lobby because everybody got like 70 or 80 gold for free from it being the Scuttle Puddle encounter where everybody got insane loot. So I just like kind of misjudged this lobby a little bit and thought that the game was almost over when the game was actually nowhere close to being over. So what I really should have done here was hold that extra Caitlyn because I'm already on 4. I would have been on 4 Caitlyns and just be like, hey, maybe you'll get Kate. And no one else is playing Caitlyn in this lobby. You have a decent odds to try to hit Kate 3-star here. In particular because the game is not going to be over in like 2 or 3 more rounds. The game's going to go on for a while. So I should have looked to econ back up to 50 gold here. So like there's another Kate. And I think I do hold on to this one. But like I've already sold a Kate. So like that was a little bit silly. There was no reason. And like I don't need to roll down to 0 gold here. What I should be doing is... And then I sell the Kate to pick up a Thresh. There's no need to do this. I should just go back up to 50 gold and then slow roll on 50 gold at level 9. Either slow roll at 50 gold on level 9 or go to level 10. I don't know quite what I'd play on level 10, but I could play something like just a random 5 cost or something. I like play Sona or something. I have no idea. But like I was playing as though the game was about to end, and the game was not about to end. So like that's 2 Caitlyns I could have had, you know, I could have been on 5 Kates here, going up to like max econ. And had, you know, like a lot of gold to roll with round after round. Because like my board is annihilating people right now. It's not even remotely close. But I should have just used that to get back up to 50 gold. There was no reason to be this. No need to be like sitting here rolling on 0 gold when the game has a long way yet to go. So now I do start looking around the lobby and I was like, oh yeah, wow, a lot of these boards have like 50 health left, or 2 people have 50 health left. This game's actually going to go on for a while. So at this point, I start looking for where I can try to find who's going for 3-star 4 costs. People who might be going for like Viego 3-star, Ari 3-star, or I think someone has TF going for TF 3-star. That one player almost got Ezreal 3-star and then got knocked out. But like I really have to start paying attention to that because it actually matters a good deal. I'm going to take the Striker's Flail at the moment because that actually gives me Thresh 2-star, and it's also going to be a good item to put on one of my units. I think I put this on Lucian. Yeah, I think I put this on Lucian and then just take off the... we'll put the Sunfire Cape on the Thresh because he's the best tank unit. But I could put this on the Lucian and then that gives him like a genuine actual tank item. And then, okay, that's the God Shop right there. Yorick 2-star, Lucian 2-star. But again, I don't think I had to roll this aggressively in this game. We'll just put the Tactician's Cape on... what's her name? On the Jinx. It doesn't really do anything, but I think you have like 10% odds to get 1 gold coin if it's on somebody. So my board is going to be like insanely strong. The question is just like, now can I stop people from scaling up and going past my board? So I'm actually going to go in the team planner and start putting units in the team planner because I can see someone's going for Viego 3 and someone's going for RE3. I was like, all right, I need to start denying these units because we still have all of stage 6 left to go. It's going to take a while. Like, now this player's out of the lobby, but there's still other players I have to worry about. So, as I said, I think I just misread the game state a little bit here. Just being thrown off by the fact that I was already level 9. But yes, a lot of people are getting close to hitting these units. All right, well, I hit those units, so that's great. I actually can't use my Punk reroll, which is funny to be in a situation where you can't even use the 1 gold, but I can't at the moment. I will move the Yorick back 1 tile, and the rationale for that is maybe he'll just drop aggression a little bit at the start of the fights, and he doesn't have the Rapidfire emblem. Like, someone's got to hold the Rapidfire emblem because it can't be on one of my actual Rapidfire units, and he's definitely the best holder of that. There's Yixin over there. Again, Yixin has, I think, 7 Aries right now. And this player also has 6 Alaois. I was like, oh my god. They're level 10 with 6 Alaois. Well, that's concerning. If I can take an Alaoi out of the pool, that makes it almost impossible for them to hit. But yeah, that's concerning. I mean, I annihilate that board right now. But they're level 10. They still have 20 gold in the bank. We're only on stage 5. Like, they have quite a bit of health still to go here. So, okay. Now, it's a shame I could be on like 5 or 6 Caitlyn's right now. And by the way, that's an RE headliner, so yeah, can't deny that. But I could be close to 50 gold again right now. And I'm not close to 50 gold because I sat there rolling on 0 gold for quite a while, thinking that the game was just about over, when unfortunately it was not just about over. What seems to have happened for that player Yixin is it looks like they hit a Ziggs headliner on level 10. And then they got a KDA emblem. They must have gotten a spatula at some point. Or they made a KDA emblem and they turned Ziggs into a KDA unit. And so then they went for the Ari headliner and tried to see if they could get the Aries. So between Ari and the Alawi, that's the problem. All right, so I'm rolling down here. There's an Alawi. I can take that out of the pool. And at this point, I was like, yeah, I should probably grab the Kates because why not? Did I grab the Kates? No, see, I still wasn't grabbing Caitlyn's here. For some reason, I was like, I should deny other people 3-star 4 cost. But like, I didn't think about the fact that I could be going for a 3-star 4 cost. So anyway, at this point, I was like, I mean, I could take a Deathblade here. Sure, why not? And if you're wondering why I'm not grabbing Frontline, it's like these fights end so quickly. It's better for me just to have my damage dealers do more damage as opposed to like trying to get Frontline. I basically just rely on the Guardian Shields, that I get these humongous Guardian Shields, and I use that for Frontline. But, I mean, look at the damage in this fight. That fight is over so fast. It's just absolutely crazy. All right, it looks like in this round, oh man, that player Yixin barely snuck out a win. Barely snuck out a win. By the way, they're on 8 Aries now, so I was like, all right, well, I'm holding an Ari, and I think one of the other players is also holding an Ari, but they're on 8 out of 9 Aries, so that's a bit problematic right there. Yeah, they're on 8 out of 9 Aries, so they only need one more Ari back there to hit the Ari 3-star. But we are down to just 3 players. And yeah, me and this other player are both holding an Alawi and both holding an Ari. But the other player has, I think, 7 or 8 Viegos. So they're really close on Viego 3-stars. So like all of us are holding units trying to deny people from hitting 3-star 4 cost. But oh, god dang it. There's the RE3. I was like, oh man. So my attempts to deny the RE3 unfortunately do not work. I think that there were 10 of them out of the pool, and then there were 2 left. But oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Do we actually win this round? Come on, come on, Lucian, Lucian. Oh, okay. Okay, the RE3 does 27,000 damage, but I do kill the RE. Okay. All right. As for the other player, are they going to be able to hit their Viego 3-star? Now, I have like no odds if they hit Viego 3. I can kill RE3 maybe. I don't think I can kill Viego 3 no matter what. And at this point, now do I finally start picking up the Kates? You can see if I'd been holding Kates, I probably would be close to Kate 3-star right now. And if I can beat this board with a RE3 and me not having any 3-star 4 costs, I can surely beat this board if I have a Caitlyn 3-star over here in my board. So anyway, I can sell this, and then I can sell the Viego, but I do pick up the Kate. I could sell the Viego because if I win this round, this person's out of the lobby and they won't have Viego 3. And it looks like they ended up stuck on, I think, 7 Viegos. So okay, now I can drop the Viego as well. So now it is down to just me and this other player, Yixin, in the lobby here. So I was like, all right, now there's actually another Kraken Slayer here. So I was like, okay, I mean, sure, why not? Let's just make this as silly as possible. I don't feel like we can out-tank the Ahri. I could also try to take a Thief's Glove and put it on a frontliner, but like, I don't think I can out-tank the Ahri. I think I just need to overwhelm it with damage. And again, the rationale for that is the Ahri has a lot of healing. So like, I have to overwhelm her with my damage. I can't beat her. I can't beat her with like out tanking her damage because she's got she's got the Hand of Justice over there. Anyway, so every single one of my rapid fire units now has a Kraken Slayer. So all right, how do we do against this board? Can we actually beat the RE3? We already beat it one time. Unfortunately, we'd have to beat it twice more. But can we beat the RE3? So I'm gonna overload the left hand side, and the reason for that is, Lucian, again, remember, he'll target the opposite corner. So he will target the Ahri on the right-hand side from being on the left-hand side. All right, can we get this? We got to kill that Ziggs and the Ahri. Oh, come on, Lucian, Lucian, Lucian. Oh, Lucian wins. Okay, we've beaten RE3 twice now. 2 different times we've beaten this unit. Okay. We just have to beat it one more time and the game is over. Now, here's the bad news. This person has finally wised up and they moved the Ahri into the center of the board. That's a problem because the main reason why I won that fight is Ahri was over on the right-hand side. Now they have actually wised up and put the Ahri in the center. And I think they also hit a 2-star Kiana as well. So they have been hitting some other 2-star 5 costs over there on that board. So I'll move my units to the sides in the hopes that maybe that'll help them target the Ahri. But yeah, it's going to be a lot harder now because they put the Ziggs and the Ahri in the middle, which is what they should have done originally. But now they have like kind of wised up here and realized that they need to be in the center of the board. And Lucian's going to get taken out, so not able to overcome that, unfortunately. So I'm actually going to cut ahead here. You'll notice that we're now on 7-3. And what happened was we repeated this fight a couple additional times. The problem was, unfortunately, once they put the Ahri in the middle of the board, I was not able to overcome the Ahri as soon as they put it in the middle of the board. I also started grabbing Caitlyn's, and I was actually able to get up to 6 Kates at one point. But then they actually took some Kates out of the pool. This other player actually grabbed 2 Kates themselves, and I was not able to reach the Caitlyn 3-star. So now I'm down to 1 HP on 7-3. And we've repeated this fight 3 times now. This is the 4th time in a row. But unfortunately, with the RE3 in the middle of the board, I just can't get over to the Caitlyn in time, or can't get over to the Ahri in time to kill it. And unfortunately, this is going to end up being a loss, which is a very sad way for the game to end. Because I think that I really should have won this lobby, but nope, the RE3, I was not able to overcome it. I beat it twice. I couldn't beat it the 3rd time. And I needed to beat it one more time to win the lobby. So, as I was kind of hinting at throughout this game, the biggest mistake was not understanding that this was a high econ lobby. There was just more time in the game than I thought. So what I needed to do was econ back up to 50 gold, go for Kate 3-star. Kate 3 would have won this lobby, and I almost certainly could have gotten it, but it was a bit of a misplay. So I end up with the 2nd place. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this game. Hope you enjoyed it despite the loss. Until next time, have a great week, folks. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.